All right, so here we go with the test review. In the beginning here, we just have some questions concerning the vocabulary quantitative versus qualitative. You had to give an example of those on your quiz. Just remember that a quantitative measurement has numbers, and a qualitative measurement does not have numbers. So a large pizza compared to a 16-cut pizza or something similar to that. Accuracy, we really messed this one up. Remember, in Webster's dictionary it's the same thing, but in science it's not. Accuracy is the correct value. Things have a correct value. There is a correct density for aluminum or a correct density for water, the right boiling point for water. That's the correct value. Precision, though, is when you're taking measurements, it is how consistent your measurements are. Some of you answered it, which is a good way to say it. It's the closest a set of measurements are to each other. So if you take the density 5 times, and your precision would be measuring how close to those 5 answers came to being the same. So it's a closeness of a set of values. Remember, this is the conversion you must memorize. And we've talked quite a bit now that since 1,000 milliliters equals 1,000 centimeters cubed, it would also be true to say 1 milliliter equals 1 centimeter cubed. So a little shortcut in some of the conversions. All right, so now jumping right into some of the other answers. Give the correct number of significant digits. This is 3. That 0 is only there to show you where the decimal point is. This is 1. They're final zeros, but they're not after the decimal. 2. Again, final zeros, but not after the decimal. This one's 5. Those 3 are significant, and then these are final zeros after the decimal. These aren't final. They're after the decimal, but not final. And then all of these 6 would be significant. Again, not that one because it shows you where the decimal point is, just like an A. But that's a between, and then that's a final zero after the decimal. There's scientific notation. Move it over so that there is only one number to the left of the decimal point, and it can't be a 0. So the only place we could put the decimal point properly would be right there in that particular problem. And then we moved it 1, 2, 3 places to get there. And it's a negative 3 because it's less than 1. So remember, the exponent is positive if it's greater than 1. And it's negative if it is less than 1. I have that backwards. Greater than 1. So that's less than 1, so it's a negative exponent. So 6.70, we don't include that 0 because it's not a significant digit, times 10 to the second because we moved it 1, 2, and again, it's greater than 1. So you can just check those in. The rounding, there is a video related to this question, so if you're getting these wrong, go watch it. There is 2 significant digits, so easiest way, as I show you in that other video, is change it to scientific notation. And then the next question. So down here we're expressing with correct scientific notation and significant digits. Make sure you read the instructions, the directions. So here's what our calculator tells us the answers are. I made it a different color here to show that they're not rounded. Actually, I see it's cut off a little bit on the video here. But you can check out that sheet on my website. So we have addition. Addition, you go by decimal places, 1, 3, so I only want 1 decimal place. Then this is the correct answer, so when I change it to scientific notation, even though it ends up with 2, this is the correct answer, 40.3, and I don't want to round it twice. So 40.3 is the right answer with 1 decimal place. So then when I move it over 1 and make it scientific notation, I don't want to drop any more numbers because then you're rounding twice. We only want to round once. Subtraction, 2 decimal places, 2 decimal places, so 2 decimal places. Now that's 2.92. We don't have to move the decimal to get it in scientific notation, so times 10 to the 0 is kind of silly, but if you want to put it there. 2 digits, 3 digits, so only 2 digits. 3 digits, 4 digits, so only 3 digits. So that's multiplication. So that was the front. I went through it really quickly because I already have the answers done. On this next page I don't, so we'll take our time a little more on this.